habit that could add 10 years to your life. Have you ever had one of those quiet, almost haunting moments, late at night, when the world around you is silent? Maybe you're lying in bed staring at the ceiling, the glow of your phone finally turned off, and there's nothing left to distract you from your own thoughts. And then it comes, that small, unsettling whisper that cuts through the silence. What if I'm running out of time? It doesn't shout, it doesn't demand. It just lingers, like a shadow in the corner of your mind. And for a split second, you feel exposed, because deep down, you know it's true. You try to push it away. You reach for distractions, the endless scrolling, the background noise of another episode playing, the late-night snacks that numb you just enough to get through. But when the quiet returns, so does that whisper. That fear that life is slipping through your fingers faster than you want to admit. And the scariest part? You can't actually see it happening. You don't notice the years disappearing in real time. They vanish silently, disguised as ordinary days. Think about it. How many mornings have you rushed through without tasting your coffee? How many dinners have blurred into background noise while your mind was somewhere else? How many weeks have flown by in a haze of deadlines, commutes, and endless to-do lists? We spend so much of our lives rushing to answer emails, rushing to pay bills, rushing to keep up appearances. We rush through weekdays just to get to weekends, and then rush through weekends because Monday is already breathing down our necks. And all the while, our health, our most precious currency, is quietly keeping score. Our bodies tallying the late nights, the stress, the hours sitting still. Our hearts bearing the weight of our choices. Our minds fraying at the edges from the constant noise. And by the time we stop long enough to notice, it's often when something breaks. A diagnosis. A scare. A moment that suddenly makes the fragility of life impossible to ignore. But here's the question I want to ask you. What if it didn't have to come to that? What if, right now, in the middle of this ordinary day, you had the chance to add years, real years, to your life? 10 years. Scientific evidence. Persuasive facts. And here's the part that's almost impossible to ignore. The research doesn't just suggest movement helps, it proves it. Take Harvard's decades-long studies on health and longevity. They found that people who engaged in just 30 minutes of moderate movement a day, not marathons, not Olympic training, just ordinary things like walking, had up to a 30% lower risk of early death. 30%. Imagine a room full of people, and nearly a third of them are spared an early ending simply because they move their bodies each day. Another massive study followed thousands of people over the course of years, and the results were staggering. Those who made daily movement a habit weren't just living longer, they were living better. They gained an extra 7 to 10 years of quality life. Not just years marked on a calendar, but years free from wheelchairs, free from oxygen tanks, free from being confined to hospital beds. Think about that for a moment. 7 to 10 years. That's more time to travel, more time to watch your children or your grandchildren grow, more time to finish that book you've been meaning to write. More mornings where you wake up and actually feel energy coursing through your body instead of pain weighing you down. And here's what might be the most beautiful truth of all. It's never too late. One study found that even people who had been sedentary for decades, people who thought it was too late for them, that the damage was already done, still reaped almost the same longevity benefits as lifelong exercisers when they started moving consistently in middle age. That means that you, sitting here right now, no matter your past, no matter how many years you've spent inactive, still hold the power to change your story. You still have the pen in your hand. You can choose, starting today, to add not just years to your life, but life to your years. Because every step you take, every stretch, every choice to move is a small, quiet rebellion against the inevitability of decline. It's you saying to the universe, I'm not done yet. 10 more years of birthdays, 10 more years of sunsets where the sky looks like it's on fire. 10 more years of hugs that last longer than words. 10 more years of mornings waking, up next to someone you love. And no, I'm not talking about swallowing a supplement, chasing some fad diet, or spending thousands of dollars on the latest biohacking gadget. The secret is far more ordinary than that. So ordinary, in fact, that most of us overlook it every single day. It doesn't live in a pill bottle. It doesn't require a PhD to understand. And yet, study after study, real science, not hype, tells us that this single daily habit could literally add a decade to your life. The habit? It's movement. That habit is daily movement. Not the kind of movement you see glorified on Instagram, the grueling marathons, the 2-hour gym grinds, the sweat-drenched selfies meant to prove discipline. No. I'm not talking about punishing your body into submission. I'm talking about something far more human, far more accessible. Just moving. Moving the way your body was designed to move. Stretching your arms when you wake up. Taking a slow walk as the sun sets. Dancing barefoot in your kitchen while the pasta water boils. Choosing the stairs, even if it takes you an extra minute. Bending, reaching, flowing, like you did when you were a child, before sitting still became the norm. Movement doesn't need to be extreme to be transformative. It doesn't need to be measured in calories or tracked on a watch. It doesn't need a spotlight. It simply needs to happen. And before you roll your eyes and think, yeah, I know, I should exercise more, I want you to pause. Because this isn't about chiseling six-pack abs or competing with your neighbor's mile time. It's not about vanity or punishment or earning the right to eat dessert. This is about something much deeper. It's about the quiet, invisible rewiring of your biology, the kind that determines whether you'll greet the future with strength and energy or with fragility and regret. Every time you move, you are telling your body, you are alive, you are capable, you still matter. Your heart pumps a little stronger, your blood flows a little freer, your cells repair themselves just a little faster. It's like oiling the gears of a machine that, if left untouched, will eventually grind to a halt. Movement is not a chore, it's a lifeline. And when you see it this way, not as punishment for how you look, but as a gift to how you'll live, something changes. Movement stops being another item on your already heavy to-do list and becomes an act of self-preservation, of love, of defiance against the quiet erosion of time, emotional resonance, internal struggles. But here's the real question, the one that cuts through all the facts and statistics. Why don't we? Why? If the stakes are literally life or death, do we still struggle to move? It's not because we don't know. You already know. We all do. We've heard it 1,000 times. Exercise is good for you. Sitting too much is bad. Knowledge isn't the problem. The problem is the stories we tell ourselves. Stories that feel so convincing, so reasonable in the moment, that they become invisible. Chains holding us still. I don't have time. I'm too tired after work. I'll start when things calm down. It won't make a difference anyway. And yet, those stories are stealing years from us. Quietly, silently, one day at a time. Because the truth is, movement isn't just another chore to cram into your already overflowing to-do list. It isn't punishment for what you ate or a debt you owe your body. Movement is a gift. It is oxygen filling your lungs like a fresh tide rolling in. It is blood rushing to your brain, sharpening your thoughts, lifting the fog you didn't even realize you were living under. It is your heart beating with gratitude because you gave it what it needed to stay strong. Movement is resilience written into your muscles. It's protection against disease. It's the difference between walking into your future with strength or being dragged there against your will. And perhaps most importantly, movement is a gift you give to your future self. The future you who still wants to travel without pain holding you back. The future you who wants to kneel on the floor to play with grandkids without wincing. The future you who wants to laugh freely, love deeply, and live fully, without being trapped in a body that feels like a cage. Every time you move, you're not just burning calories. You're casting a vote for the person you want to become, the life you want to live, the story you still want to write. So let's do something together right now. Close your eyes for a moment, just for a few seconds, and picture yourself 10 years from now. Where are you? What do you see around you? Who is with you? Do you see yourself climbing a hill with steady breath, or struggling just to climb a flight of stairs? Do you see yourself walking hand in hand with someone you love, or are you sitting on the sidelines, watching life unfold without you? Do you feel vibrant and alive, or fragile and exhausted? Now, in that vision, imagine your older self turning around and looking at you. The version of you sitting here today, listening. What would they say? Maybe they'd smile with gratitude in their eyes and whisper, "Thank you. Thank you for moving. Thank you for giving me these extra years." Or maybe they'd beg you, plead with you, "Please, please move. Please give me a chance to live. Those extra years. Don't let me fade away before I'm ready." Because the choices you make today are the foundation of the life you'll be living 10 years from now. And movement, that simple, ordinary habit, is the key to whether that life feels like a gift or a sentence. So let me leave you with one last question. What if I walked up to you right now, held out my hand and said, "Here, take this pill. Swallow it once a day, and in return, you'll get 10 extra years of healthy, vibrant life." 10 more years to love. 10 more years to explore. 10 more years of ordinary mornings that suddenly feel extraordinary because you still get them. Would you hesitate? Would you ask about side effects? Or would you take it instantly, clutching it? Like the miracle it is? Of course you would, because who wouldn't? But here's the truth that almost no one wants to believe. That pill already exists. It just doesn't come in a shiny capsule or a prescription bottle. It comes in the form of your own 2 legs, your beating heart, your lungs filling with air as you move. That pill is daily movement. And yet most of us ignore it. We wait. We wait for the diagnosis that shakes us awake. We wait for the heart scare, the warning call, the loved one who becomes a cautionary tale. We wait until we're begging for more time. But here's the reality you can't afford to ignore. Time is not waiting for you. It is being written right now in every choice you make, in every step you do or don't take. So don't wait. Don't bargain with tomorrow or next Monday. Don't wait until your body forces you to care. Move. Today. Even if it's only for 10 minutes. Even if it's just a walk around the block, a stretch between meetings, a dance in your kitchen when no one's watching. Move. Not because you should, but because you can. Because those small, ordinary steps are not small at all. They are the currency of life itself. They are the quiet investments that, over time, buy you more laughter, more mornings, more moments that matter. So the choice is yours, right here, right now. Will you stand still and let the years slip away, unseen? Or will you take a step, a single step, that could echo forward into a decade of extra living? Because 10 more years. 10 more years of love, of joy, of sunsets, of second chances. That is worth every step. If this message stirred something in you, if even for a moment you felt that quiet tug in your chest, that recognition that life is precious and fleeting, then don't let it pass by like another video you scroll past. And forget. Promise yourself one simple thing. Don't just think about moving. Move. Today. Even if it's just one step more than yesterday. Even if it's 5 minutes carved out of the chaos of your day. Because that step, small as it may seem, is a promise kept to your future self. And if you want to keep walking this journey with me, if you want more conversations that help you live longer, love deeper, and uncover the wisdom in the everyday moments, then I invite you to join this community. Hit that subscribe button to Echoes of Elderly Wisdom, because this space isn't just about health tips. It's about remembering what truly matters. It's about slowing down long enough to hear the echoes of the lessons our elders carried, the truths whispered through time. That longevity is not about fearing death. It's about choosing life. So share this with someone you love, someone you hope to grow old with. Give them this reminder, this spark, this invitation to life. And as you go back to your day, remember, time is not something you stumble upon. It is something you create with the choices you make, so choose life, choose movement, choose love, choose it today.